How can scholarship opportunities help students to compete in a global marketplace? I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me this hour is Ryan Riley of Harrisburg University. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
And Ryan, when we talk about the idea of scholarships, obviously it can help financially, but you say scholarships can play an important role when it comes to American students competing on a national and international scale.
Absolutely. More than ever in our nation's economy and our world global economy, it's very important that the U.S. and especially our college students stay competitive. And that involves having a degree in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. In the next 10 years, 60% of new jobs are going to require a degree in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics.
So when you're a figure like that and you're thinking about either sending a child to college, going back to school yourself, or going for the first time, where do you start financially? Because it can be overwhelming when you think about the cost of a four-year education.
Absolutely. It's important for college students and for parents alike to not be, I guess you can say, sticker shock, like when you're buying a car. The cost of private education, the 94 institutions in the state of Pennsylvania, it's very rare any student actually pays that through grants, federal aid, state aid through FIA, and then institutions own what they call grant-in-aid or scholarships, reduces that cost, and students should examine it very closely and not be deterred by the initial cost that they see on websites.
What kind of difference can it make for a student to actually receive a scholarship? Not just while they're in school, but long-term.
Scholarships eliminate one key thing, the financial barrier between success for many students, especially those that are first generation or whose parents may have fell upon hard times in the last few months or years with the job market. So it's important, I would say, two reasons. One, students need to pursue scholarships, but two, institutions also need to do a good job of recruiting donors to fund scholarships, like we have at Harrisburg University.
So how does someone go about setting up a scholarship fund, and do you need a certain amount of money to set up a fund?
It's very easy. For example, at Harrisburg University, we accept donations that are $25, $100, $1,000, $5,000, and up. Now, different universities have different policies to endow or name a scholarship. That usually begins at the $5,000 level a year. But we have over 300 donors to Harrisburg University that give between $2,500 and $2,500 a year. And that contributes to active alumni scholarships.
And that can really make a difference, even a smaller scholarship, in helping a student to stay in school.
Absolutely. The average college cost, 15 to 20% of it is covered by student scholarships. At Harrisburg University, it's about 25%.
So if a student is thinking about attending Harrisburg University or any other school, how do they start that process? They hear this initial number, this initial tuition cost. How do they figure out what scholarships may be an opportunity for them, what federal and state programs they actually qualify for?
Yeah, they need to contact the admissions office at the university they're interested in, ask for financial aid materials, fill out the FAFSA, and guidance counselors now are inundated with information and services that are free. Students should never pay to find out that information. Any of those pay-to-play websites are not a good resource. They're very tainted with information, and you shouldn't have to pay for that information because it's free. And they should contact their university that they're thinking of, or more than one university, to find out what they're willing to offer them.
And that's a good point about getting that information for free. And we just have a minute left, but the campaign, which you and I have talked about before for Harrisburg University, is still underway.
Oh, it's fantastic. Less than 6 months to go. We have a little more than $2 million to raise, and we're going to complete a $40 million 5-year campaign for Harrisburg University. And there's probably about $12 million of that, what will be $40 million we expect, that's all private scholarship. To put that on a big picture, about $1 billion last year was donated to colleges or high schools, depending if they're private or not, for scholarships alone.
All right, an amazing opportunity for many, many students. Thanks so much for being with us.
Thanks for having me.
We've been talking with Ryan Riley of Harrisburg University. I'm Jill Horner.